winning tip. Tune in now. Left to right to left, and then left hand and spin move. What's up, guys? On today's episode of NBA 2K, the youngest star that flashes miles around, Ethan Skylar Gallagher, for winning tip. Tune in now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight.
Hungry right now, but
Crispy barbecue chicken.
ooh, I just can't wait. You make me hungry. Is it lunchtime?
Yeah. Wow.
We got it some time, but you know he's not settling for any look either. This guy is very versatile. He'll take you inside, take you outside. He's the kind of player that seems like he's a step ahead.
Amsterdam say Frisco say Switzerland say Sao Paulo say Joburg say Mexico say Stockholm say Jamaica.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. They battled and battled, but could not pull it off at the end. Guys losing by just a single point.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Indiana, Hill and Stuckey are the guard set. Paul George is out there with Lavoy Allen. And it's Hill in at center. Stevenson with a clean look. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Outside Hill. Hill trying to break free. Hill, no good. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to Boston.
And nothing to be ashamed about in that game. It was a great effort, I thought, all around. They just needed to have one or two breaks go their way.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know, both teams I thought played well enough to win the ball game, and yet it doesn't work out that way. There are no ties, so unfortunately they were the ones who came up short.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. And it's Indiana's ball. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I was able to speak with Frank Vogel for a minute. He said a big part of this game will depend on how well they can slow down Carmelo Anthony. He added with his size and shooting ability, he can score inside and out. We're going to try a couple different coverages and show him different looks over the course of the game to try to keep him off balance. And guys, I guess we'll see how it works. Back to you.
And thank you, Doris. Here's Anthony after Jordan Hill's bucket. Back to Anthony. 6 to shoot. Shot off the pick. Shot misses. Excellent D there from George. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. George has got his first basket of the night.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Magician passes to Lopez. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
Hill kicks to Allen. Stevenson against Stuckey. It's rebounded by New York.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here is Hill following the basket by Freak. They set the pick. Pick up by Hill. George dishes to Hill. And that one's good. Hill's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Lopez a screen. Magician passes to Carmelo. It's stolen by Hill. Hill left side. Hill has the open look. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Hill's got 6 points. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Magician. 20 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now, here's George. The lead is 2. It's back to Hill. That 3 off the mark. The Knicks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Smith checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. And it's a Flalo in for Lance Stevenson.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Magician. 3rd in free throw percentage, 4th in field goal percentage, and such a great distributor and decision maker, among the top 10 in assists per game.
And he possesses so much confidence when he's at the line. I mean, you mentioned his free throw accuracy, and he's earned it.
Now here's Turner. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Screened by Boozer. Just 5 to shoot. On its way from Young for 2. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
A fly. Follow, no good. The Pacers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip, and stolen by a Flalo. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Magician. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
He broke the D down to the ground with that.
And Udrich kicks to Young. Udrich dishes to Boozer. Indiana moving the ball around.
Good. And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Here's Magician. Screen by Smith. In the corner, Aflalo with it. Here's Magician. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Anthony from the arc. And that one's good. Anthony's got 6. Just 4 seconds left here in the first quarter. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Knicks lead by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And a chance to hear from former number 2 overall pick Derek Williams about his focus offensively.
Just getting to the basket more, being able to finish.
2 huge improvements for him. Greg, can he do more?
Definitely. He's already taken a big leap forward, and there's plenty more room for him to grow. He could become a real beast.
Out on the floor right now for the Knicks. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Turner. Lavoy Allen comes in for Carlos Boozer. Paul George, he's checked in for Beno Udrich. And it's Hill in for Young. Magician, he's in at shooting guard. Anthony is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Grant, and it's Stevenson in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers looked really strong. He ended with 20 points, and as he had the typical big game assist-wise, finding open men to come away with a healthy assist total, too. He left his imprint on the game as he took over, seemingly doing whatever he wanted to do. Can he do it again, Kevin?
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
And once he got up in the air, he just decided, I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to hit you with a little float. Float on. And finally takes it down for the finish.
You can mention the floaters on this. Absolutely. Good reference. Good reference. Lopez, a screen on Hill. Grant outside. Right wing. Here's Magician. Shot clock at 5. Back to Grant. Fires for 3. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Stuckey. Outside Hill. The feed to Hill. It's back to Hill. To the inside. And that one hits back iron.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
George with the bucket.
Beautiful shot that time by PG, Paul George, getting it done.
The Knicks leading by 13. Magician passes to Anthony. Off the pick. And he jams it with authority.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Here's Stevenson. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end-of-quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Knicks out front, up 19. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Carmelo, what allowed you to function so well offensively?
All right, listen up. Terrific job so far. The fans are into this game, and we're going to keep them there. Obviously, we've shot the lights out, and that's not been by accident. You guys have done a heck of a job finding good looks every time down. Keep working hard to get those high percentage shots. On a good note, our passing has been very smooth. You've set each other up with some really nice assists. That's strong team basketball. Let's keep it up. And let's talk about our pace. We need to start the third.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Hill is out there with Lavoy Allen. And it's Hill in at the point guard position.
Buckets coming in bunches right now. He is just being big time.
George sets a screen for Stuckey. Pass. To George. And lots of contact. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That one's on Anthony. For Indiana, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And he sinks the second. The Knicks leading by 21. Here's Magician. He's got 8. Lopez, a screen on Hill. Magician passes to Stevenson. Here's Lopez. Hill pulls it in.
And even though he missed... that you have to take those shots.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's the screen. And he gets the bucket. Lopez has got 6.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Carmelo Anthony. Averaging 12 points and 2 assists. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
Well, his mindset allows him to stack those points up. He wants to carry the load, and clearly he does.
Smith checked in for the Knicks. Flalo comes in for Lance Stevenson. Indiana also making some changes. Boozer comes in for Lavoy Allen. Young is subbed in for George Hill. High post try, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. That's 10 points for Freak. Pacers trail by 20. Outside, George. Boozer with a screen for George. He feeds it to Boozer. From 11 feet away, no good. And New York the other way now. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
And it really was a difficult game for them in that previous matchup. Fortunately, they were able to just knock down their free throws down the stretch.
And Greg, we've talked about it so many times. Free throws such a big part of the recipe for winning. I mean, that can be the difference. Nobody's guarding you. It's just you and your routine and the rim. And they got the job done at the line.
This is to George. Boozer a screen on Anthony. And George, here we go. Boozer wide open, he fires. The rebound by Magician.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
And that one's good, Anthony.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
And the shot is good from Stuckey.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City Dancers. Go on and give it up.
And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. Number 1, the Knicks.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
Derek Williams, he checked in for Anthony. Then for the Pacers, Turner comes in for Jordan Hill. And it's Udrich in for Rodney Stuckey. Screen by Smith. Aflalo outside. They set the pick to the left wing. Here's Magician, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Magician's got 6 here in this quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Outside, George passes it to Udrich. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them.
6 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot from deep Aflalo. And again, New York with the triple.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Knicks up 62-34.
And stolen by Aflalo. And now the Knicks on the break. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. PJ Augustine's checked in for New York. And a change for the Pacers. George Hill's checked in for Young. Indiana moving it around. George, a tad short, but it's good off the front iron. George has got 10 points in the game.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
There's a screen by Williams. Here's Magician. Boozer with the defensive effort.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. New York, no good that time either. The Pacers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Hill kicks to Boozer. Takes a shot at the elbow. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 4 assists now tonight.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Here's Magician. 14 points for him. He dishes it to Smith. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. New York shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
No good on the second free throw. George. No luck. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. New York ahead, running away with it. We've got more in store for you right.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Magician in a 2-guard. Anthony out there with Lance Stevenson. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Augustine in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now.
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one with for a teammate.
And stolen by Udrich. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Now we're really seeing him pound that ball inside.
6 straight points in the paint. They're making their presence felt.
And Allen with the block. And Udrich with a clear path to the hoop. That's good.
Wow, that is just pretty right there. What a find for his teammate at the rim.
The Knicks leading by 18. Magician passes to Anthony. Here's Magician. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And what a game for Magician. He has 14 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
The Knicks making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Now here is Hill. Pick up by Hill. Hill dishes to Stuckey. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 6 assists here tonight.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
They're killing them right now.
Next up, 66, 46.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Boozer, he's checked in for Indiana. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Stuckey into the lane. Makes it off the glass. Stuckey's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And Hill over to help. Here's Lopez. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 20.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Stuckey kicks to Boozer. Allen outside. Back to Boozer. Tries from 10. It's rebounded by New York. Magician's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Anthony, the pass to Magician. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Now here is Hill. Defense is right there. Banked in off the glass.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Paul George is checked in for Carlos Boozer. The Knicks leading by 20. Here's Magician. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Outside Hill. Knocks it loose. Allen dishes to George. Down low, here's Hill. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And 12 points for Hill.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Here's Magician. He's guarded by Hill. Lopez. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
And New York making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. Outside, George. Feeds to Hill. Indiana moving the ball around. There's the screen. 4 on the clock. Hill sets the screen for Stuckey. Again missing Hill. The Knicks leading by 23. Look at that.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice. Real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking.
Josh, congrats.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. And it's become a routine night for him with his regular double-double once again. He does that as easily as ordering that number 2 combo.
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. He was outstanding tonight. His feel and understanding of the game were on display.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
spin move. What's up, guys? On today's episode of NBA 2K TV,